Chair.
Thank you. Recognize Senator Peters.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Each of our nominees, congratulations on your nomination. Ms. Meyer, the 2030 census will determine how communities across the country are going to receive millions of dollars in federal funding for roads, for hospitals and bridges, as well as determine the political representation that they have here in Congress. It's absolutely essential, and I believe you know this from our discussion earlier, that the Census Bureau prepare so that the 2030 count is accurate, timely, and reliable. It's a lot of work between now and then. And the next step to prepare for the 2030 count is to conduct a test run of the census in 2026 at 6 sites around the country. I am concerned about the status of the preparation for this 2026 census test, and I understand that the Bureau has not yet even begun hiring, which is behind the curve of what we've seen in the past. And also the Census Bureau has refused to provide updates to me on the status of preparation for this test. So my question for you is, first off, do you commit to prioritizing preparation and hiring for the 2026 census if you are indeed confirmed?
Senator, thank you very much for the question. Thanks to you for taking the time, you and your team. I very much appreciated our discussion. And thanks to you for highlighting the important work of the census. As we know, this is a core responsibility, particularly as outlined by the Constitution. And incidentally, today is National Constitution Day. 287 years ago, the Constitution was signed. So I think it's particularly timely, and with the work that's focused in preparation for 2030, as you know, I'm not in the role, so I can't speak to any specifics, but what I can tell you is that if confirmed, I commit to working with you and the committee, and also keeping a focus on the appropriate levels of staffing and resources that will be required.
So I know as from our discussion, you know that this is a big responsibility, and it's going to take a considerable amount of your efforts going forward. Could you tell the committee what steps you're thinking about right now of taking to prepare for this census test? I'm sure you've given it some thought. Could you share some of those ideas with us, please?
Senator, thank you. And I know this is a very important issue, particularly given your role and the important focus you and your team have put into the census. As I mentioned, I'm not in the role, but I do look forward to, if confirmed, exploring ways to ensure that there are no, for example, technological capabilities that would be overlooked in order to support the good work of the census in preparation for 2030. I also look forward to exploring and making sure that there are ways to apply any takeaways from previous experiences, previous census, and also in making sure that the data that continues to be analyzed informs the next steps in regards to the census for 2030.
Ms. Meyer, this summer, President Trump called on the Department of Commerce to conduct a new census to take place immediately that excludes non-citizens. No law permits the president from unilaterally conducting a whole new census at this point between censuses. Any change to the census would require amending the Census Act and approval from Congress. So my question for you is, do you agree that the president is unable to conduct a new census now unless Congress passes a law to actually authorize it?
Senator, thanks again for the continued focus and opportunity to respond on this very topic, this important topic of the census. In regards to, as I'm not in the role, I don't have any decision-making authority or have not been part of the discussions. If it confirmed, I do look forward to complying with the law and ensuring that all of the steps that are taken as you outlined, particularly in preparation for 2030, I look forward to carrying that out and joining alongside those who work at the census.
So do you agree that a law needs to be passed? I didn't hear that in your answer. I apologize.
Senator, in regards to this, I'm not in the role, but if confirmed, I do look forward to continuing to work with you and the committee in regards to these issues.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.